Beautiful morning. Good morning. Welcome to our monthly mini meditation retreat where we focus intensively on meditation practice. So may our practice deepen with the energy shared with us together. So today we will engage in yoga practice, deep-seated meditation, and the Dharma talk from Delconte. So let's do yoga practice first. Please everyone rise from your seat. Breathing deeply through your nose, chest, and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Put your hands on your tanjan. Breathe in deeply through your tanjan and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Shake your both arms sufficiently to relax. Side to side. Now rotate your head left to right. Breathe in and out deeply. The opposite way. Breathe in and out naturally. Now move your head left to right on your shoulder. Breathe in and out. Back and forth. Breathe in and out. Now hold your left hand fingers with your right hand. Breathe in deeply through your chest or tanjan and stretch forward. Breathe out. Stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. The opposite way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch. Breathe in. And out. Stretch. So that the four fingers can be stimulated. Now, make your arms horizontal. Open your left foot and lower your position as much as you can. Breathe in and out naturally. Very good. Right as a way. Open your right foot. Breathe in and out. As if you're covering the earth and lower your position a little bit. Breathe in deeply through your tanjan and shake it side to side, breathing out. Center your body. Now rub your knees enough. Rotate your knees. Breathe in deeply through your chest. Breathe out. Breathe in energy and breathing to a completely peaceful state. Please take your seat. Now Peter will guide us through a seated method of seated meditation.
The method of sitting meditation is simple and easy. Sit comfortably on the floor or in a chair. Breathe in, grab all your tension, and breathe it out. Open up your chest and heart. Stretch up tall and align your spine from your neck to your tailbone. Relax your shoulders and arms, then allow your hands to rest on your knees. Bring your attention to your breath. As you exhale, release all mental and physical tension. Invite your attention to abide in your chi energy field, which is called ShinGeun. This is located about 2 inches below your navel and is the power center for your breathing. Open your eyes and gaze downward over the end of your nose, then to the floor. Keep your mouth closed and allow the tip of your tongue to rest gently against the roof of your mouth. When your mind is concentrated and calm, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. You may swallow it. Relax your facial muscles and notice your gentle smile. If your face or body begins to itch, do not scratch. This is just a sign of the energy circulating in your body. Simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly so that you maintain a calm stillness and do not interrupt others. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be discouraged or disturbed by them. Simply focus on your breathing without reacting to or playing with those thoughts. Recognize them as thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. And remember, keep bringing your awareness back to your Tanjun breathing center. If you continue practicing meditation for a long period of time, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation in which the mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, with no distinction between self and others, time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, aware of our ever calm and alert spirit.
Open your eyes and gently move your body. Stretch your legs out and massage your knees. Four stretches. Stretch your both arms to the sky. Breathe in and hold the breath. Tense your body. Breathe out and relax. On the floor, breathe in. Hold the breath and tense your body. Breathe out, relax. Back of your body, stretch. Hold the breath. Tense your body. Breathe out. Lastly, to the front. Breathe in. Hold the breath. And breathe out. Relax. Adjust your posture. Gather your energy in Danjan. Keep your breathing smooth. And let's delve into a deeper seated meditation. adjust your posture. Stretch your legs out. Rub your hands, rub your palms, and make a heat. Put them on your eyes and gently massage. One more time, rub your hands. Massage your eyes. One more time. Make a heat. Massage your chin. Rub the side of your nose. And around your lips. And pull your ears out. Now gently tap your shoulder and arms. Opposite way. Tap your chest, belly, back, and gently tap your thigh and legs. Do you feel refreshed? Yeah. Good. Now our Dharma friend, ShinGeun, John Delconte, will share his practice. So please welcome him with palms together.
Thank you. Good morning. Okay, thanks. Okay. Today I wanted to reflect on the importance of slowing, a little further back, too close. Okay. The importance of slowing down. So, what activity is more slow than sitting meditation? We not only slow our bodies down, but we slow our breathing, and then our heart rate slows down, and then our brain waves slow down, and hopefully our thoughts slow down. So let's think about why slowing down our mind and body during meditation is important. The founding motive of this order of Buddhism was to strengthen our spirit in the face of rising technology. So, how could this be beneficial to us? One reaction you might have is, in this technological society, I have to rush as much as possible in order to work, make enough money to support myself and my family. And then because I'm working so hard during the week, I need to maximize my time to have as much fun as possible during the weekend. So there's this ethos that we've been taught since we were small, that we need to be efficient in order to maximize our time so that we can work as much as possible and play as much as possible. And so I wanted to kind of look back on this technological age over the last 150 years or so, and see why we do need to strengthen our mind and spirit in the midst of that. So we know now that practicing meditation has many benefits, many health benefits for us. And Won Buddhists believe that it's a cornerstone activity for our practice. So we need to cultivate our spirit in order to be able to clearly gather wisdom. And once we gather wisdom, we can choose the right course of action. So this is, I like the simple phrase, we need to pause, think, and act. And this is the threefold path that was described by Master Sotasan in his scriptures. So everything hinges on the pause. And so paradoxically in this world, we're taught to slow down in the midst of this ever-increasing pace of life around us. So with the various machines and other inventions that have been developed over the last 150 years, fewer people are starving worldwide. There's less hunger. Lifespans have increased. But while we've accomplished those things, we have to think about what the costs have been through that constant striving. So the Earth is now in what's known as the sixth great extinction. You all know about when the dinosaurs went away. That was one of the extinctions. I don't know which one. But we're in another era now where we're losing a lot of our species. So biodiversity has gone down. And this is partly due to the fact that we're encroaching on the natural habitat of these species around the world. And of course, you know that the planet has been warming up, and we've reached the 1.5 degrees centigrade threshold that scientists have warned us about in 2015. So these problems are linked to our human activities on the planet. And although gross domestic product has been rising in many countries, this financial wealth has not been evenly distributed to everyone, especially in the cities. So the gap between the rich and the poor is increasing. And even though lifespans have increased worldwide, in America, where we might think we're very much tied to this technological panacea, that we can solve all our problems through technology, our lifespans have leveled off, and actually over the last 2 years, they've started to drop. And researchers are saying that this is partly due to illnesses of despair, like alcoholism and drug use. Suicide is up. So industrialization does not seem to be the one-stop shopping solution for all of our problems. We're not going to be happier by simply earning more, producing more, and consuming more. And so we can't just rely on technology. When computers were first invented in the 30s and the 40s, the hope was that this rise in productivity was going to decrease our work weeks, and we'd all only need to work a few hours a week. But for some reason, that never came to pass. And combined with that is the fact that we're outgrowing the limits to our biosphere. So, not to bring you down too much this morning, but there is plenty of hope within this political and economic system that we have. And we have some tools in order to improve the quality of our lives within this system. And then eventually, maybe we can alter the system itself. But let me talk to you for a minute about some of the slow movements that have arisen around the world as a kind of reaction to this industrialization, this heightened pace of life. So the first slow movement was called the slow food movement. And this arose in 1986 in Italy after the first McDonald's was introduced to Rome. So this was at the Spanish Steps. And this writer, Carlo Petrini, kind of reacted with outrage that McDonald's was being brought into Rome. So as a protest, they passed out plates of spaghetti there. So as you all know, Italians have this kind of special reverence toward food and the practice of eating, but most cultures around the world share this. And it's not just the types of food that slow food would like to preserve, but it's the process of eating with other people that's essentially important to many cultures. And so there's a reason why the Last Supper is one of the most important works of art, around the world. Eating together is a principal thing that we do together as a family, community, and a society. And so what about the food itself? The food is tied to the place. So the soil, the climate, the humidity, that informs what type of food is produced in a particular region. And how can we think of Korean culture without thinking of kimchi or rice? These are foods that have not arisen in a laboratory from the thinking mind or careful market research. They have all these great health benefits. You might have heard of the Mediterranean diet, which most Italians ate before fast food was introduced. So this way of life and this kind of being careful about what you eat not only improves the quality of life, but it extends your life. And so this is the value of slow food. So the one last value I wanted to talk about was the fact that our food is also tied to our environment. The slow food encourages us to buy from local farms as much as possible. And local farms tend to grow their food organically. And the slowest food possible would be if you grew the food yourself in your own garden or in community gardens. And actually, if you participated in a community garden group, you'd get that social benefit, and you'd be able to be getting all this exercise and exposure to sunshine. So even more health benefits. So today there are slow food branches all over the world. And so to go back to Won Buddhism encourages us to pause, think, and act. So if we apply this to the most basic human activity of nourishing ourselves with food, how would it look? Would you find it useful to slow down your habitual process of just grabbing a bag of chips whenever you're hungry? And as you pause, maybe some other questions might arise, like where has this food come from? Is it healthy? Has the food been sustainably raised? And then to go further, you might think about the traditions of the foods that you were brought up with, and how did these foods arise? And should we go back a generation or two and try to cultivate these old recipes and traditions? So the slow movement has spread to all other facets of society. So there's slow tourism, there's slow architecture, and the one I'm interested in is called the slow city movement. This also arose in Italy, so it's called città slow. So città means city in Italian. So it kind of piggybacks on the slow food ideas. They're also encouraging you to source your food locally and organically, but it goes beyond that to have you think about the spaces that you live in. And so instead of being a car-centric society, think about having a more walkable neighborhood where you could have sidewalks and bike lanes. And this is going to enable you to bump into other people and be more social, have more conversations, while being conscious of your renewable energy sources, etc. So, as with slow food, Chitta slow is against this mindless homogenization that was brought about by industrial society, and it celebrates a slower, human-centered way of living. So, what do you think the overall goal is for these slow movements? Decrease the what?
The wearing and tearing of our planet.
Yeah, to be more regenerative, to look toward health. When I thought about these slow movements, I look at them and I think they're all about mindfulness. So with the slow movements, we're trying to meet our basic needs within an environment of social connections and purpose. So we were carefully documenting these activities which activities are contributing to our health and to the health of the planet. And we're trying to move away from just mindlessly consuming toward rewarding the useful and essential activities and like small-scale farming and caregiving. So, and we're also becoming more self-sufficient, and we're being mindful of what's most essential to our lives. So if you agree that slowing down the pace of human life would be beneficial, and you agree that the slow movement is really about being mindful, then how can we be more mindful? First, we want to consistently practice meditation. So if you practice a meditation, we become less accustomed to sensory input, and we start to value what I've heard one of the Kyominims mention is water tastes nature. So as we start to become less attuned to the rush around us in the industrialized world. And once we quiet down our habituated life, we become more receptive to natural and human energy that surrounds us, and we start to appreciate the social and environmental connections that are there. And so as we become more knowledgeable, we express our spirit and our newfound knowledge in our actions, and this mindful choice in action is the third part of the threefold path. So the slow movement and all their expressions seem to be expressions of what Won Buddhists would describe as being mindful and making use of the threefold path. So the next time you hear about a slow movement in the news, you can pat yourself on the back and say you're already practicing the slow movement through Won Buddhism. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John, for your amazing insight, and thank you for reminding us our threefold practice related to mindfulness and slowing down movement in the society to live together well. There are a few announcements. WDC One Dharma Center retreat will take place in April and May. And the April retreat, titled Journaling as a Way to Nurture Inner Peace, a Tool for Self-Love. It's from April 11th to April 13th. The teachers will be Reverend Grace Song from the One Institute of Graduate Studies and Reverend Ginger. So those interested in practicing journaling of Won Buddhism, please refer to our website. And the May retreat, Your Life is Your Practice. Is it familiar? Yeah, it's on our T-shirts. And your life is your practice, exploring the threefold practice in one Buddhism, as John mentioned, will take place from May 24th to 27th. So please refer to the One Dharma Center website or contact Reverend Ginger for more information. And Reverend Yu will be visiting Korea for work related to publishing and translation. So he will be temporarily absent from One Dharma Center for 3 months. So thank you. 2 months. Thank you for your understanding. And our Dharma friend Clark made cookies for us. So please take some from the bench at the entrance of this building. Page 9, Morning Prayer Song. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day in your presence. Today, full of health and with peace of mind, may I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with your grace. Today, gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with compassion. Today, making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one world. Thank you for joining us today, both online and offline. We conclude the mini meditation retreat.